Boom. I think everything should be working. Yes, it is. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another bonus stream for you all today. My name is Nico, in case you don't know, and you're watching BuddyGames today. And, what is it? Persona 3 Reload is currently on the menu, and I'm very excited to talk about this one. But before I do, I want to quickly say, if you've not played Persona 3 Reload, and you are interested in this game, this is probably not the stream to check out. This is basically DLC that takes place after the events of Persona 3 Reload, and if you don't know about what happens at the end of that game, then basically it's unavoidable at this point. So there will be things said in this playthrough that will be like endgame spoilers. So please be wary of that in case you're invested in the story of Persona 3. Anyways, hello everyone. We have Fernando in the chat, Bandit7512. Hez is here, or was here technically. We have Archduke in the chat as well. Welcome in, Archduke. We got Abramelin. Welcome on in. Kiraya1987 is here as well. We have Dan Law here as well. Welcome in, Dan Law. And Diddledee-Doo is here as well. And I think that's everyone over here. Do you like the little Persona 3 timer that I've got over here? Yeah, that's like a big thing in the story in case you don't know. But what is it? Yeah, so Persona 3 Reload. This has been a thing that I really wanted to cover on the channel in the past. And it was my first exposure in the beginning of the year when I played Persona 3 Reload. And it was, seriously, buddies, it was one of the best games I've played this year. I'm not kidding you. It was such a good year for games already. And I've never played Persona 3 to its like full capacity. And once I've beaten that game, I was like 110 hours in, and it was an incredibly moving and also very captivating story that game's got. And it's so good as a result, because it really set me into like to think about particular topics in life and like how you perceive them and stuff. And the game does such a good job at like conveying that, and that's just something that I don't think a lot of people really talk about when they talk about Persona 3, because it's really like endgame content where that really comes to fruition. Now, we're playing the PC version for today. That's more so because SEGA Atlas wasn't able to provide us with a PlayStation key. Initially, we had a PlayStation version, but I'm playing it on Steam. And because we ran into some technical issues on Friday, which is on our end, that wasn't the problem of the game, luckily. We weren't able to stream it on Friday, but we're now able to. So, not only that, but I don't know if you can see it all here, but as you can see, this is my PlayStation account over here. And if you look over here, we got bing! We got the PlayStation Platinum Trophy over there. So, what is it? You can clearly see that, what is it, that I've got the Platinum for this game. And, as I said, like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I basically played another 30 hours just to make sure I got, like, everything in the game. Because you have to, like, maximize every social stat. And it's so tight, time-wise, to make that one. And it was such a cool investment, so to speak. But yes, if you're new here as well, we also have this thing called the Book of Eternityyy, which is this thing over here with the rose. What pen was this again? The blue one? This is the Fish of Knowledge, everybody. And this is a pen as well. It's a fish and a pen. And with this pen, I can write your name down. If you either give subs, bits, donate, or rate into our stream. So that is a thing that we've got on the channel as well. We got Dr. Octafish, who, was it, sub to us? Yeah, that's their name, Dr. Octafish. I've no clue why Rosie's laughing so hard. But yeah, so they, for instance, sub to us, and now their name is in the Book of Eternityyy. So that is the thing that we've got going on over here. Yeah. So, what else? So yeah, we got the Book of Eternityyy over here, which your book name will be noted down in here. And as I think I've already said this, but thank you so much, SEGA Atlas, for trusting us with your game for BuddyGames today. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed Persona 3 Reload. I cannot wait to see what this DLC is about. I know that it's based off of The Answer, which is based on Persona 3 Fez's content, but we shall see. By the way, if you don't want to be spoiled by this game, I fully understand that. I've got the perfect solution for you all. I think I've already given them a shout out, but I'll do it again now that you all are here. We also have Liam, our co-host for BuddyGames, who is streaming on his own channel right now. He's playing Ghostwire Tokyo. So if you want to check out his content instead, you can check that over there as well, in case you're worried that you might get spoiled in the end anyways. But yes, that's basically it. We're going to now delve into Persona 3 Reload. So I'm looking forward to that one. If you don't want to get spoiled by Persona 3, get spoiled by Ghostwire Tokyo, says Georgia. I don't know how far he is in the game. It's, what is it? I didn't really play Ghostwire Tokyo for the story, if I'm being honest with you. I thought that was one of its weaker elements. But yes, let's go into the game. Yeah. Let's go into the Oh, hold up, this button. There we go. I found the right button. Da, 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 da. Right, let me just make sure that this is all on, because I'm pretty sure you can't hear the game. Test, test. Video game. Awesome. Okay, that's working. Let's just lower that down a little bit. Right, I hope that the audio levels are good. Hez, yeah, welcome back, but we're going into it now. So, Hez, I know you're very close to the end of the game. Don't do this to yourself. You don't want to get this spoiled, okay? A device was disconnected. This is my controller that was disconnected, so I need to awkwardly wait until my controller is connected. But yes, I'm playing it on Steam for today. And, what is it? Initially, I was going to try to do it on the Steam Deck, but I ran into some technical difficulties with it. So, I wasn't able to show that. So, yeah. Let me know if the audio levels are okay, by the way, buddies. So I think the piano is a little bit loud, I'm guessing. So yeah, again, this is my PC file, so I don't have a completed save file for this one. So that's probably where the game is like, hey, have you beaten this game? Are you sure about this one, Chief? But we're gonna do it anyways. A portion of your existing save data can be carried over when starting. Yeah, okay. I will also say as well, I'm going to be playing this game in English. Now, my preference for Persona 3 is in Japanese, but I also understand that not all of you can speak Japanese, unlike me. And, what is it? I don't want to obviously have it that you're lurking. You're like, what are they on about? What are they saying over here? So yeah, that's just a thing that I wanted to warn you for as well. Yeah, let's go. Carry over to save. No, we have the save data. Japanese always for me, says Georgia. Yeah, in most cases I'd pick Japanese as well. I felt that the English cast is very good of Persona 3 Reload, I will say. But there's a couple of characters that I think that thematically the Japanese I vibe a little bit more with. Right, I'm going to play it on easy because I also got other things going on at the same time. But as you can see, you can play it on the easiest mode. If you're just here for the story, you can do it that way as well. Or you can indeed, like, go typically ridiculously hard as these games can be. Because Shin Megami Tensei, as well as Shin Megami Tensei Persona, is known for its difficulty. So know that that is a thing that you can do. Also worth mentioning that you don't need to beat the game in a hard difficulty to get all the trophies. So that's a plus. I always like it when games do that. Here are the digital deluxe costumes that you can get. Insomnia Aaron, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We're playing Persona 3 Reload episode AIGIS and we're about to start. Yep. Lone Grin, no way! Did you play it on Vita? Did you play this one by any chance?
This ordeal. It may be that we brought it upon ourselves.
Oh, buddies, I just realized we're on the wrong scene. I'll let this cutscene finish and then I'll go back. AIGIS got new armor on, apparently. Yo, she's got a Seize badge on her sleeve. What's that about?
The fact that a future exists It's not a guarantee that all will have access to it. It's something so obvious, and yet we did not understand it.
It's the world again. Oh! No way!
There was little we did understand. We didn't know how to use the
Sorry, if you played the game, you'd know what that scene was. Oh my god. I fully recognize that there's a lot of good English dubs out there. It always just seems cringy to me. At least media that was originally Japanese seems cringy in English. I fully understand your logic here, Georgia. I think that, that was the case with some of video games out there. It also is obviously the fact that our mind fills in half the blanks because we don't fully understand Japanese, unless you do, of course. But I think that's on a different topic. But yeah, I feel that with time, we've definitely got a lot better with voice dubs. I just realized I was on the wrong scene. Let me quickly swap it. There we go. That's better. Right. Let's go back into it. March 31st, 2010. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Hello? Hey, Yukari-chan? It's me. Are you coming today?
No, don't do that. There we go.
Oh, didn't you see the message I left on the board? I have cram school today.
I know, but...
I already left my stuff at the dorm, so there's no need for me to be there in person, right?
I suppose not, but are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, sorry, break's almost over. I gotta go. Tell everyone I said hi, okay?
Yukari-chan's not coming after all.
Sonata-san said he'd be training at the gym, so I don't think he's coming either.
Man, what is up with those two? This is the last day we have before the dorm closes down. With all our memories of this place, you'd think they want to see it off together, you know?
Oh, Koromaru's back.
It is what it is. Everyone deals with things in their own way. It's up to each of us to choose our own path from here. We can't deny them that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Besides, I can hardly blame them. Things have only been getting busier. If I didn't have to reclaim these, I may not have made it here myself.
Guess it's finally time to say goodbye to our evokers. Kinda bums me out, but it's not like we got a use for them anymore. Let's see, 2, 4... Oh wait, how many are there supposed to be?
Oh god, like 7 or something?
I guess.
Oh, AIGIS in her winter uniform.
I believe this is all of them.
Huh? You had one too, AIGIS-san?
That's right. You had his for safekeeping.
Yikes.
Hey, come on. Let's not get all down in the dumps about it. I don't think he would have wanted to see us like this.
Sorry. You're right. We've already said our goodbyes. It's just... I can't help wondering... why? There didn't seem to be anything wrong with him. It just looked like he fell asleep. Didn't it?
Oh boy.
He must have
Little did
used
he
up
know.
the rest of his power to protect us at the final battle. I don't think it's worth speculating on the reasons. The one thing I feel certain of is that he wouldn't have blamed any of us for what happened.
Yeah. Chan's got that right. You know? I'm glad to see you're still hanging in there, AIGIS. It really seemed like you cared about him more than anything in the world.
I'm somewhat surprised as well. It's possible I won't feel the full impact until I'm settled back in at the lab tomorrow. Huh? The lab? Are you planning on commuting from there next semester? Oh, no,
Oh, no, yeah.
AIGIS is returning to the lab for good. She won't be enrolling as a third year.
Yeah, because there's no purpose for her anymore.
Seriously? Why? It's been fine this whole time, hasn't it?
The decision was mine. I'm sorry I didn't mention it sooner. I enjoy being with you all, but it's time for me to find my own way of life. Oh, but don't worry. You can come visit me whenever you wish. AIGIS.
Think of it as a new beginning for
This
her.
game looks so
Anyway,
clean on PC, by the
We
way.
seem to have gotten off track, but I didn't mean for this to be a sad occasion. I've ordered top quality sushi for us all. Same as last time, actually. We may not have the full team with us, but let's have a nice dinner here tonight.
Oh, that would be great.
Top quality? I mean, no objections here. You'll join in too, right, AIGIS?
Of course. I won't miss this chance to spend more time with you all.
Yeah, buddies, apologies. Normally we would talk a lot, but because this game is very chit-chatty, it's probably best for me to not really talk too much over
The
it.
number of apathy syndrome cases is down from last month, which seems to mark an end to the strange illness.
Yeah, so in January of this game, there was a big virus going around called the apathy syndrome. I mean, no, it was actually in the entire game, but it got very active at the end of it. And by beating the final boss, we've basically stopped that. Right, I'm going to quickly catch up with the chat. We got a couple of comments that came through. Longrain said you finished Persona 4. Wonderful. Persona 4 Golden on PS5. Rosie finished it not too long ago. I think it was like 3 months ago or something that she finished it. A wonderful game as well. Another giant RPG to be played this year. I was like 100 hours or so. But I think Persona 3 and 4 have both different purposes. But I would say that... what is it? My favorite is Persona 3, personally. But I think both of them are, like, equally as good as another. George says it's definitely a personal preference, and I try not to get into the sub-dub wars online. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, it's such a heavy topic, and as well as, like, you know, when I say that, I really adore some of these voice actors, as well as, like, know them personally. So it's a bit like... you know, insensitive towards their work to say, like, I wouldn't want to watch that or listen to that or something like that. So, indeed, it's a preference. I think that is the best way to put it. I don't necessarily think that there is a good or bad in that, so to speak. And also, there's different other functions to it, like accessibility is a big one as well, which I don't think gets discussed half as often. Persona 5 was my first platinum, says Fernando. Is that Persona 5 Royal by any chance? Or is it the original Persona 5? Someone says, oh my god, Persona 3, let's go! No, nice. Have you played Persona 3 Reload, Salma? I'm guessing you have, based on your reaction.
In spite of this, surveys have shown that the public's everyday stress levels remain high. According to an investigation by the Ministry of Health and Welfare.
Whoa, when did it get so late?
It's almost midnight. It's hard to believe we passed the evening so quickly, even without doing anything in particular. I suppose it's because sitting here with you all brings me back to the time we spent together.
I think I know what you mean. I have so many memories of this lounge that I find myself wanting to come back to it.
It's the same for me. When I'm here, I can't help but reminisce on those days. It's funny, since, well, the things that happened back then weren't exactly pleasant.
I get you on the past and all, but... isn't there something still off about the present? I feel like everywhere I go, I see people goofing around like nothing else matters. It's like Strega's dumb ideas never got out of their heads, you know?
Oh, little do you know.
Is that the kind of world we almost died to protect?
Wow, you've really grown up, Junpei-san.
I don't need to hear that from you.
Ghost Boy
It's in your
Brandon.
hands. We may have prevented the fall, but there's only so much we can do to reform society.
Thank you so much for the sub.
Yeah, I guess. But still.
And that's all for the weather. At the tone, the time will be 12 a.m.
No worries, Ghostboy Brandon. Yeah, indeed, dip out, because this is definitely not the stream for you then. But thank you so much for coming along.
What was that?
Right at midnight. No way. Is it the dark hour again?
Nah, everything's fine out there.
Wait, the news.
Good evening. It is now March 31st. Here are the latest news reports.
We just had
Huh?
them.
The 31st just ended, didn't it? Did the anchor misread the date?
Jeez, man. Is that all it was? Oh, I guess even the news people screw up every once in a while. Really had me going there for a second.
I should have made the timer above my head, like, say,
Weird.
March
My
31st.
phone says it's the 31st, too.
So, like, it's gotta be a false alarm, yeah?
That's a sensible assumption to make for now.
But something felt off.
It's getting late. We should probably call it a night. I know we wanted to say goodbye to the dorm with a bang, but not like this.
Would it be all right if I returned to my room? I have preparations to make for the move tomorrow.
Oh, of course. Good night, I guess.
Night.
She's so polite with little bows and stuff.
I'd best contact Yukari and Akihiko, just in case.
Oh, we better have. The Yukari's
When I
like
close
one of the
my
best
eyes,
characters.
I remember the last moment I spent with him. The day he fell asleep. We brought him back to our dorm, fear beginning to well up within us. And the next morning, our fears became reality. He was lost to us.
Hello,
For
Really
some
Crash.
time
Welcome on
after
in.
that, I fell into depression and began having the same dream night after night. A dream where I run after him, calling his name, but can never catch up. When he was alive, I promised to protect him, and I made that my reason for living. But now, that promise can never be fulfilled. Then, one day, my sadness suddenly left me, as if a mysterious fog had lifted. I stopped dreaming, and I now no longer require sleep.
Yeah, so this is Aigis'
no
room
use.
because she's a robot.
I
It's
can't
like
sleep.
very much like a cabinet over here.
Can I really continue living like this?
I got bullets on the floor. I just got bullets units. It's so funny.
Butterfly?
Now, I'm not familiar with the first Persona games, but I am familiar that butterflies are a big theme in the Persona games.
Huh? What's going on?
Aigis, are you awake?
Yes. The door is open.
Aigis, come quick! We need you!
Has something happened? Are we under attack?
It's hard to describe. The lobby floor suddenly opened up and... Anyway, we need to hurry to the lounge.
Understood. Come to think of it, that day I stopped dreaming, that must have been when all this actually began. What's going on? Are you okay?
What's going on?
Be careful, Aigis. Whatever it is, it's not human.
Oh, it's like Aigis.
A shadow? No, you're impossible. You're just like me?
You're Aigis.
Who are you? Why are you doing this?
I'm Metis. I've come to protect you.
Protect me?
These people pose a threat to you. Therefore, I will eliminate
Hey,
them.
yo, calm down.
What are you saying? I won't let you hurt them.
Then I have no choice.
Ooh, I think
can't
it's
let
the
you
first fight
interfere.
coming up.
It's for your own good.
Yeah, I haven't heard this theme in months, guys. I'm so excited.
Stand aside.
Right, let's go.
This is my resolve. This
Right.
is my duty.
Here we go.
If you back down, I won't hurt you.
There we go. The visuals in this game are still just
Persona.
so ridiculously
How are you
good.
able to summon one too?
I've got so much to say about this game, buddies, but I have to like kind of play it out for a little bit. Let me know if the audio levels are fine, by the way, buddies, because I know the music can be quite loud. But yeah, let's go.
What is optimal?
Let's try Swift Strike, see if that does anything.
Evasive maneuver.
Okay, awesome.
I can do this. Something else.
Let's just attack. See if that does anything. So yeah, for those who don't know, AIGIS is like a military robot, so she's basically equipped with all these weapons like guns inside of her hands. And that obviously has its own status effects within the game, which is predominantly like physical kind of attacks rather than like magic driven, which makes her strength, basically.
Please, don't resist.
No worries, Georgia. I think it's fine, but it's, you know, just in case. Let me just turn it down just a tiny bit. No, don't skip it. B.
You're stronger than I thought. So it's come to this.
Is that?
Roundhouse Eye?
Even this?
Maybe she's like one of the Peanuts people from Bloodborne.
AIGIS!
She does look a bit like an amygdala, doesn't she?
Hamada! Ugh. Ugh. I can't move.
All threats must be eliminated.
Oh!
I won't let this happen again!
What's going on? Yo! Her persona. Oh, did she swap it out for Orpheus? She did! No way! I'm looking something up quickly as well, buddies, for you all.
How on earth?
What's that? Nah, it's gonna take a bit. I'll explain it in a little bit. That was basically a Kevin Scully stream simulator. She had the foul beast alert on that one.
Sister.
Uh-oh.
AIGIS, no!
Yeah, I believe the animation is done by a prolific a prolific animation studio. I couldn't find it quickly because I also obviously want to play the game and talk to you buddies about it. So one thing that is really cool about Persona is that not only do you have these characters and they have their own stories, but their personas that they have reflect who they are in the story as well as what they're going through. Collie, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And in AIGIS' situation, now you see it quite well. Athena is obviously a character from Greek mythology, and AIGIS is what the shield is called that Athena carries. And the reason why that is obviously important is because AIGIS' entire purpose is to shield the protagonist from Persona 3 Reload. And there's so much cool like Greek mythology references inside of Persona 3 that I was quite surprised about. Like literally, you now have Orpheus, for goodness sake, and we've got what is it? Tartarus is the area that it's called in what is it? Is the area that you travel in. Yeah, I think it's because maybe in some areas you spell it differently, Georgia. But it might also just be a pun because, you know, AI, it's a robot, that kind of stuff. So I think it might be something like that. But what is it? Yeah, Orpheus and the protagonist being Orpheus climbing out of Tartarus. Like, you know, there's a thematic thing going on over there. It's very cleverly written, so to speak. Buddy, shall I custom to the room? Shall I join? I'm just gonna do it.
Huh?
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
And we got Igor here. And Elizabeth is here. Yeah, let's go. Elizabeth's so good in this game.
It appears we have a very rare guest indeed. Are you human? Or merely humanoid?
Everyone's blue right now.
It seems your destiny is similar to mine.
Where am I? Who are you?
Ah, forgive my manners. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Igor, and this is my assistant Elizabeth. We both reside here in the Velvet Room.
Pleased to meet you.
This place exists between mind and matter. It is a room for those who have forged a contract. Yes. In awakening to the power of the wild card, you are now bound to a contract. Henceforth, you shall be our guest in the Velvet Room.
Wild card?
Surely you know that of which I speak. The ability to wield multiple personas and their powers. Until recently, a young man with the same talent was our guest here.
Are you saying that you knew him?
Indeed, I did. He achieved a marvelous
Yeah, why is
feat,
AIGIS here?
finding the answer to life.
The answer to life.
The power you have gained is a means to attain that answer.
If I were to find this answer, would it mean my death?
All who live journey in search of the answer, and they find it at the journey's end. If you have close ties to people you call friends, remember this. Strength of heart, when united, is barred by no door. It was the same for that young man.
Oh, really crashed. Persona 3 Reload is so good.
I can tell you.
One of the best RPGs that came out this year.
Well then, I mustn't hold you here any longer. It would appear that an ordeal is about to unfold.
I'm gonna make this room blue every time we're in the Velvet Room. Calling it. I know the quality does not look good, but I'm gonna do it.
I am certain you will require our help in the
Yeah,
future.
Collie, they've
take
they've done a new remix for Persona 3 Reload, which is very refreshing after like 5 games having the same song over and over. For those who don't know, this is the song that Rosie sings. By the way, when I talk about the Velvet Room song that's annoying, this is the one. This is the one Rosie always sings.
It would be best if you came here of your own free will next time. Until
I should probably mention as well, buddies, just so you know. What is it? Let me just do one thing quickly. There. I just want to say something quickly as well, whilst I can pause the game. We have one more donation incentive goal in place. But this is an anti-goal. This is something that Rosie and I came up with last minute. But this anti-goal is essentially, if you if we hit 250 sub points, which we shouldn't, okay? Don't. But if we do, Rosie will be singing a song on stream. So the goal is to not hit that one, okay? Can we make sure we do not hit 250 sub points? Because Rosie will have to sing a song on stream, and it's going to be the worst, just so you know. So we've achieved the 2 goals, but we now also have an anti-goal, just so you know.
I once made a choice to live. So much has changed since then, myself included. If this new power is a sign that I'm drawing closer to life, does it mean that the answer at the end of the journey is death? I was surprised at the time to discover how little the possibility bothered me.
Gutty's finally back. So I didn't know this, but Kuromaru is actually voiced by a person. I thought it was just like regular dog noises.
You really scared us passing out like that.
Yukari-san.
Mitsuru-senpai asked me to come just in case, and I get caught up in something like this? Come on, seriously?
I'm sorry for worrying you. What's all this?
Yeah, I only just clicked with me that she has different armor on.
While I was fixing your body, I added some additional equipment. We found some strange things under the floor. There was no sign that you would wake up, so instead of waiting, we tried everything we could.
I see.
Still sucks though, getting bossed around by her like that.
That girl told us, if you want to protect AIGIS, you should put that on her.
I only just noticed that Junpei's got more little zippers on him than a Kingdom Hearts character.
Sounds like you've had a rough time. No worries here, though. She's on her best behavior now.
Wait, how did this de-escalate? How did they capture this person? This person pretty much was outnumbering them very quickly.
Anyway, she can't cause any trouble now. We have our evokers this time.
Man, why do you gotta bust things up like that? It's my turn to clean the place today. How about you quit it with the silent treatment and say something?
Huh?
You serious? You were sleeping all this time?
Oh!
You were looking pretty comfy there. Guess you don't think of us humans as much of a threat, huh?
It's just, I was tired after going into Orgia mode, so...
Did you cooperate with them in order to help me?
The reason I came here in the first place was to protect you. You don't need to restrain me. I won't attack anyone anymore.
Why the sudden change of heart? You can't expect us to trust you without an explanation.
Well, it's because... I thought you wouldn't like me if I did.
Yeah.
Let's release
I
her.
should change the lights back. Only just noticed.
I don't know if she can be trusted.
There we
But I
go.
believe
That's
she
better,
has
isn't
no
it?
intention of attacking us any further. Besides, if she's really like me, then the restraints won't hold her anyway.
Seriously? And all those friggin' non-stop shifts were for nothing?
First, tell us who you are
That's
and your
great.
purpose in being here.
My name is Metis. As you can see, you and I are essentially sister units. In fact, you are the reason why I'm here. I've come to save you from this hopeless situation.
So she's also a robot?
Hopeless situation? Did something happen while I was asleep? Speaking of which, how long was I asleep?
Since our battle ended, I'd say about a day and a half has passed. Yet today is still March 31st. tomorrow and all the days after it will also be March 31st. At this rate, it will last forever. Didn't you feel it? The moment time looped?
Looped? Do you mean what we felt at midnight? Then, are you saying that the same day is repeating itself?
That's not all. We haven't been able to leave the dorm either.
This
makes two ways.
This feels like a creative solution, Georgia.
What? But how could that...
To the timeline. They're like,
Both
we can't
space
fit an
and
entire
time are being
game in
distorted
it
by the
again.
abyss of
So
time
we need to just
beneath
make it
us.
about one day. Well, how can we do that? It's like stuck in time. Done.
abyss of time?
It's difficult to explain. It'd be easier to show you.
I'll lead the way.
They're stuck in
Please,
time.
follow me.
Hey! Who made you the boss?
Okay, where are we?
What?
This is the abyss of time. It's uncharted territory that I believe spreads underground, much like the roots of a tree.
How could something like this have appeared under the lounge?
At first, the abyss of time was just a small, self-contained space. But then one day, it started growing rapidly and eventually spread to your dorm.
It's clear just by looking at it that this place wasn't man-made. It might be the product of some dangerous power, just like Tartarus was.
Sheesh. Haven't we had enough of that kind of stuff already?
I'm not sure words alone can fully convey what's happening, but the flow of time here is abnormal. That's why time is looping, and why you can't leave the dorm. The only solution is to find a way to somehow eradicate the abyss of time.
Eradicated? How are we supposed to do that?
I've already tried the simplest method that has the highest probability of success, eliminating all of you. The abyss of time is linked to this dorm, as if drawn to it, and for some reason, you are the only ones who can perceive the time loop. Clearly, there is a strong connection between all of you and what's happening.
So that's why you attacked? To eliminate us?
What the hell? We've never even heard of this place before.
If there is another way, it can only be found by entering the abyss of time. You'll have to discover the cause and strike at its source.
Okay.
So you want us to investigate it under the assumption that we'll have to fight?
That's why I insisted on the extra equipment to protect AIGIS.
Hold on. You're joking, right? Are you seriously telling us that we have to risk our lives again like we did with Tartarus?
Never mind that. How are we supposed to just believe whatever you say and jump into that freaky place blind?
Well, do you have a better plan? The basement of your dorm is an infinite abyss. Time is looping, and you can't reach the outside world.
If we can't leave the dorm, how will we eat? If we're stuck here long enough and we run out of food, are we going to starve to death?
No!
If the current situation continues, things could get worse. This is your only option if you want to survive.
Naturally, we all want to survive, but you attacked us the minute you saw us. You must understand that we can't simply entrust our lives to you.
I'm not even buying your reason for being here. You say you want to protect AIGIS, but what's in it for you?
That's a
What's
very
in it
good
for me?
question.
I'm doing this because I care about her. I mean, she's all I have.
About that, your story doesn't fit the facts. AIGIS was the last of her series. No other units were produced after her. And on top
Yeah, I
of
feel that she
bothers
might
me
be
that
some
you
kind of like
talk about
spiritual
this
version
time
that was
from the
made
start.
between
I thought this
two
was supposed to
ideas
be
or something.
uncharted territory that was unconnected to the outside world until recently.
Well,
I hope there's going to be more quiet moments so I can
Aren't you
explain the
supposed to be an
characters a little bit as well
anti-shadow
for you
weapon
all.
Anyway? Attacking us humans to save AIGIS doesn't make sense.
that's...
Well, we're waiting. Hope you've got a good answer. You better not be thinking you can get away with pulling a fast one on us again.
Enough about me! What good is knowing any of this anyway? Besides, haven't I already told you that there's no time to waste? Now follow me, or are you giving up so soon? Because if you are, you should have just let me kill you in the first place.
What did you just say?
You're right. You may have no choice but to enter this place. But if you continue to act this way, we'll have to go on without you.
Huh? Without me? You couldn't possibly. You need me! I know the most about the Abyss, and...
As if. What do you know about what we need?
We all risk our lives for each other. If you think so little of my friends, then you can't come with us.
Yo!
No.
Might suck, but if that's how you're gonna be, then we'll just leave you here by yourself.
That was something I wasn't expecting from AIGIS.
Myself?
Oh, not happy with that? If you'd rather be our enemy, then we can settle things right here.
We don't have to go that far. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me, AIGIS. I'll listen to you from now on. I will. So please don't leave me.
She's very like
Look, even if you
swapping
change your
between
tune now,
personalities.
It's not like we're gonna start trusting you.
So I do
Still,
wonder.
though, maybe it's true that all she really wants is to protect Aigis-san.
Well, Senpai, should we take her with us? Because if this is our only choice, I just want to hurry up and get it over with.
Okay, everyone, listen up. It seems that
Oh my
once
god,
again,
I
we
just
must
had an
engage in
epiphany
both
moment with
exploration and
Metis.
battle. I've been thinking it over, and I believe AIGIS should take command. If someone with the power to change personas is in charge, we can proceed the same way as before. And if you, as the leader, approve of it, then I have no objections to Metis accompanying us.
Mitsuru-san. If you want to protect me, you must fight to protect us all. Whatever happens, you can't hurt my friends. Can you promise me that?
Yes! I promise!
So this will be exciting, a
Better not
new
come back
character
and
that we
bite
can
us
play
in the
with.
ass.
I have no
Hey,
idea how
AIGIS,
Metis plays.
Since Mitsuru-senpai just mentioned it, what's up with you suddenly having his power?
I honestly don't know. When I thought we might lose someone else, I got scared. And suddenly...
Metis, was it? Do you know anything about this?
I just met her. How would I know? Anyway, if you already know someone with that same power, why not just ask them?
If we're going to end up fighting again, we'd better make sure we're outfitted properly.
Well, as far as the school records are concerned, you and I are technically still Gekkoukan students.
Yamagishi, could I ask you to retrieve the armbands from the command room?
Of course. Oh, and as for the things we found when the floor opened up, I put them in the command room. So I'll look into them once I have a chance. Maybe I can learn something.
All right, let's get back upstairs.
AIGIS? I promise to listen to what you say, so could I call you my sister?
Oh. Don't know.
Go right ahead.
Okay, cool. We're doing this.
Thank you, sister.
Oh, this might be a an Aniki kind of thing, but it's just not really like translated well over. I think that's what it is. Awesome. More dialogue, baby.
My brain gets into this mindset, like, time to get her done. You know?
I have a feeling that we're finally gonna play the game. Yes, he's got the band.
I'm just happy I get a match with my sister.
She got all pouty the moment we changed clothes. Who would have thought she just wanted an armband? This doesn't make you one of us, though.
Whoa.
Still, it's a good thing you've got one on. This way, I can get a detailed read on your vitals.
Oh, was that a thing? I didn't know if Fuka needed that. Right, Origin mode is activated. Menace will automatically attack during her turn for 3 rounds, unprompted. During Origin mode, her attack and defense will increase significantly. Keep in mind that once Origin mode ends, Menace will overheat, rendering her immobile for the next turn.
I had some extras prepared, but I didn't expect we would need them again. Well, is everyone ready to start exploring? Are we missing anything?
I don't think so, but I've got a bad feeling about this.
God, his voice
Junpei
is
here
so
might not,
different
but what about
in
the
English
rest
than
of
in
you?
Japanese.
Yeah, I can't put my finger on it, but something does feel off.
Yukari's English voice is pretty good,
Agreed.
though.
Something's not sitting quite
Very
right.
fitting.
Huh? I'm the only one hyped? Wait, hold on. I definitely feel something. I think. Maybe.
Yamagishi, have there been any changes to our readings?
Well, I don't know how to put this, but they're indicating that everyone's strength has weakened significantly, which may prove to be an impediment.
Ain't that, like, really bad for us? Is it because of that Abyss of Time thing?
I don't seem to be affected. Are you sure it's not simply because you're all weak?
Yo.
Oh, we're weak, are we?
Of course, Sakiko's gonna have a problem with that one.
So if it's not because of the Abyss, does it have something to do with us?
We did take a step back from fighting for a while, so that's probably the biggest factor. More importantly, your persona's output is currently unstable, so their abilities are partially limited right now.
Maybe we just forgot how to fight? Does muscle memory even go away? Not that it really matters. All we can do right now is work with what we've got.
Well, easy for you to say, but I guess you're nervous too, aren't you?
I think I'm gonna give the snark answer, see what happens.
Man, even I-chan's on Yukatan's side.
Nice.
You have nothing to worry about, sister. I'll be there for you.
Well, now that we've established the situation at hand, I'd like to set expectations a bit before we head out. I should operate on my own to find out whether or not there's more to those materials we found underground.
Flying solo, huh? I guess you are the only one who can identify that sort of thing, though.
I'll regroup with everyone once I learn more. There's something else I want to look into as well.
He started playing Horizon Forbidden West. Is he losing, Georgia?
Your
Has he
objective
lost
is
the
to
game?
see if the Abyss of Time connects to anywhere else besides the dorm. And since we don't know how much time this will take, it's imperative that we secure our supply routes.
Oh, he beat it. Nice.
Oh, in that case, kinda
Awesome.
seems like a job for Koromaru, don't it?
That means he's gonna have to play in the next game. Do we know what the
Sharper
next
than a
game
human.
is?
You know, with his sense of smell and all.
I'm waiting for the game to be done
Your
with
game,
talking, and
bud?
then I can explain
I'm a little worried
some of these
about us
characters so
being
that
weaker than usual, though. So, how about I come with you?
so people have a little bit more context about what's going on.
All right, I'll let the two of you handle that then. Iori, Koromaru, and I will go about our own tasks. Everyone else, follow AIGIS' command and focus on exploring.
Oh.
I'm counting on you, AIGIS. And I as well. You're the best you've got, AIGIS.
Let's head out once you've decided on our course of action. If we want to make progress, then we better get to it.
He's playing a horror game next, says Karaya. There we go. Yo, we got the determination theme from the end game. Awesome. Okay, now I can finally talk. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. So this is AIGIS over here, and AIGIS is a robot that is made to protect humans. And throughout the journey of Persona 3 Reload, she starts to kind of like discover more about herself and humanity and what humanity wants and needs. And then with that, she comes with a dilemma of like, what does it mean to be alive? What does it mean to be dead? So her entire arc is essentially that. It's about the meaning of life and about what humans do with their life and stuff. So that's what AIGIS is, for a little bit of context. Then we got Akihiko over here. Akihiko is incredibly liked at school, very popular kid, and he is a boxer in his own time as well, and he loves to do everything like nutritionist style. So it's like, you know, everything has to be protein. He's constantly exercising. He's trying to kind of like multitask all the time. He will do like exercises while studying and that kind of stuff. And whilst you play him in the game, he has very strong physical attacks and electricity attacks as well. Akihiko is a very good member of the team for that. We got Yukari here. Yukari is the first character you meet in Persona 3. She is one of the female members, as you know, and she is part of the the archery club at school. And at the archery club at school and stuff, that's where she usually exercises. And she's part with you and Junpei, like of the first 3 that come together. But the problem is that she's very dramatic, very like snarky to the team, and then down the line she like overcomes that because of grudges that she's built up and difficulties she's built in life that she's not really being fully open about. So that's Yukari's character. We got Fuka over here. Fuka we meet through a dilemma in the game where there's a lot of trouble. She is known to be very kind, very positive minded. She wants everyone to get along essentially, and alongside that just a couple of character traits, like she's a very good technician, but at the same time she's a terrible chef, and there's a lot of jokes about that in the game as well. Then we have got Junpei over here. Junpei is basically, in simple terms, he's your bro, and that's kind of what they're trying to project the most with his voice acting and stuff as well. He is the guy you can always rely on, always have jokes with. He's a very much like a laddish sense of guy in this universe. At the same time, his arc is incredibly sad, but is incredibly fulfilling at the end as well. So that's a really good thing as well. Welcome in, Chocobo. Hope you're doing well. I'm explaining some of the characters so that people have a little bit more context about what's going on. So yeah, Junpei is that. He uses fire predominantly in the game. So, and he's very strong. If you level him up all the way to level 100, he's basically like a massive powerhouse in this game. And he's got like an incredible story in Persona 3 Reload. Definitely check that out with him. Kuromaru, he's a dog. Like, what is there to say? He's a dog, right? Who doesn't love a dog? And I believe... oh, yeah, of course. And in the original game, you can pet him. I don't know why you can't now. And what's funny as well is that AIGIS, because she's a robot, she's a bit like out of the realm of humans, of course. She can actually understand Kuromaru as well, which is why AIGIS will explain that. AIGIS, by the way, is a wonderful character because she transforms from like this artificial intelligence to a human throughout the game. So there's like tons of expository and jokes, and you're like trying to like overwrite what you can and can't do about like, you know, human boundaries and that kind of stuff. Wonderful as well. We got Ken over here. Ken is a child who obtained the powers of a persona and got dragged into this mess as a result in the main game. You'll have to see it when you play it. And I'm sorry, Aaron, I'm going to have a sip in a moment. I'll finish my story first. Thank you, though. Well, he got dragged into all of this mess. And he's got characters in Persona 3 Reload he really looks up to, and he really wants to prove to the world that he is a worthy individual. He wants to prove to people that he can basically do things by himself. And then we have Mitsuru over here. Mitsuru is a rich girl who is 1 year over you. She's like a third year or something, and she basically owns the dorm because her dad owns the dorm. Now, obviously this is like the end of the game because this is like the school year is almost over. So we're now seeing like the finale of all of that. So I do wonder what happens with Mitsuru's character over here for that reason. She's very smart, intellectual. She is the #1 student at school as well. And she's also, therefore, the hardest to obtain as a girlfriend in this game, alongside AIGIS. And that's the kind of stuff. Those are the characters basically in your team. So that will give you a bit of a context of like what you can expect from kind of personality-wise, but also like what you can expect when you're playing this game. Now, Metis is obviously new. Don't know anything about her, so I can't tell you anything about her right now. Yeah, that's basically it for now. So you got the dorm over here. I don't know if anything's accessible, but yeah, you can get some items here. You can go to your room. Now, this was from the protagonist's room. I don't know if you can go in here. No, you can't. But yeah, everyone has like their own rooms over here. Are the plants upstairs still, though? Oh no, it's the command room. Whoops. It's the command room. Lots of drama goes on in the game over here. So many good moments happen in this room. Let's see, upstairs. Ah, no way, you can't get out. Yeah, and on the rooftop, you can do lots of cool stuff as well in the game. Lots of extra cool dialogue moments. Yeah, so that's basically it. There's obviously way more to Persona 3 Reload. Do check our stream out on the VOD channel if you're interested in that one. Because, yeah, there's tons of cool stuff to say about that one.
Excuse me.
I want to go to the Abyss of Time.
It's for...
Maybe it's over here? Because I think what they've done with the DLC is they kind of like simplified the game rather than that you actually go through all these extra features and stuff in the game that are really like worth mentioning unless they really pop up. They've kind of simplified it to just story-based for this one. But that is okay because Persona 3 Reload, as you can already tell by my story, is a huge game. You do not need it. Right, let's talk to the characters over here. Persona abilities that were affected. I can't handle my weapon as well as I used to either. I guess battling is kind of like studying. You have to keep it at if you want to maintain a certain level of aptitude.
Precisely.
It doesn't seem as though this problem will simply resolve by itself. We have to fight. Don't worry, whatever this cost may be, we'll overcome it. We already saved the world once after all. That said, I'll be investigating on my own for some time. I'll leave the rest to you, AIGIS. I'm still new here, so I don't know things. What got you into streaming? Says Really Crash. Really Crash, I saw a couple of back in 2014, I saw a couple of people streaming art, and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to do this too. And some of my other friends, they were playing games. I wanted to join in on that one. And not only that, but at the time I was a student, and I really enjoyed presenting in general. Not so much like acting or, what is it, like voice acting or like being on camera or something like that, but more so because I just really enjoyed it. And I always got praised for it at school as well, so I felt that that was like a skill that I could put out there. Obviously, YouTubers as well, who were my peers at the time, and I worked for a lot, they were very good at making content in that area, an area that I cannot do. So for me, that was also a way to be like, okay, you guys are good at this, but I'm good at that, so I want to do more of that. So in 2017, years later, that's when I took it a little bit more seriously, and I built up a little following on my own channel, which is at WhaddupNico, curious. But ever since I migrated to the UK, there's been a couple like bumps on the road as to why I couldn't be doing streaming. And then in 2021, which I was already like I was helping out BuddyGames, that kind of stuff. I was like, you know, why don't we try streaming on BuddyGames? Let's see what happens with that one. And here we are. So that's basically how we got into this. And I've always really liked detailed streams, high quality streams if possible. Now, obviously, this is the Juice Lab. This is a little bit different than what we have, but we don't want to spend double on a buddy bunker if we only need one, so to speak. So we don't have the budgets to basically build 2 nice spaces. So this one's a little bit more limited. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we do. Oh my days! Frankie has raided us with 106 people. Welcome in. I'm gonna have to note your name down. Frankie, welcome on in. We have just started Persona 3 Reload over here. Sorry, it's about a different room. Like, this is actually like another room that we stream from. So if it's a bit confusing, it's like, what's going on over here? Now you know why. By the way, people that are new here, do you like the little, where is it? Yeah, above me over here. The little timestamp I made. It says the day and the moon cycle as it is right now. By the way, yeah, thank you for coming on in. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Nico. We're a team of 3. Normally we have Rosie with us as well. And Liam. Liam is streaming on his own channel. And we're currently playing Persona 3 Reload episode AIGIS. Now, I've completed Persona 3 Reload a few months ago. And I got the platinum for it. And it's one of the best games that came out this year. I absolutely adore it. I think it's a brilliant game. I would love to see what Metaphor is also about. That's coming out quite soon. But yeah, we got the opportunity to talk about episode AIGIS, and I'm just so excited to see what this is all about. Because I've only played a little bit of the answer, as in like Persona 3 Fez, but I don't know what this is all about. So that's where I find myself. But yes, what were you playing, Frankie? Over on your channel. Were you also playing Persona 3? Yeah, Gideon, thank you. That's indeed the actual date over there. Oh, you're also playing the answer. Nice, nice. Where do you find yourself right now? Are you like at the end of the game or are you still at the beginning? Yeah, so I was, for the people that are coming in, I know that with Frankie's community that you guys have obviously seen the entire playthrough of Persona 3 Reload, which by the way, Frankie, it was a lot of fun to see your reaction at the finale because I was really curious to see what your response to that one was. I know it was very heavy and emotional, but trust me, you weren't the only one. I was there with you. I was there too. Very, very life-changing game when you finish a Persona 3 Reload. I'm very on the level at the part I'm at the moment. Are you playing it on normal difficulty? I know this game absolutely wired me differently, man. It's like, I look at so many things like relationships and values that you have with people in a much different way. And yeah, that's basically, I don't really go too in depth about it because obviously I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it really just completely rewired me. But yes, welcome in everybody. Like I said, this is BuddyGames. Normally I have a team of 2 or 3 on streams, and
What was that just now?
Ooh. And we do cover like RPGs over here and stuff as well on the channel. Right, I'm gonna put it on auto for now.
And that thing went through this door, didn't it? What's going on?
I'm not sure either. It all happened so quickly.
Why not start our exploration here then? Not like we have much else to go on. Couldn't hurt to pursue anything suspicious.
All right, then I'll leave this to you. Be careful in there.
So yeah, I'm trying not to really talk over the cutscenes too much, by the way. So if people are wondering like why I'm a bit quiet, that's why. Yeah, where do we go now? We need to assemble a team first. It's also worth mentioning, I'm playing it on PC. I originally played it on PlayStation, so I don't have anything that carries over from my save file. But yeah, if I had to make a team right now based off of my reload stats, I would probably pick Yukari.
Hey!
Or Yukari. I don't know like how you guys prefer to say it. Menace is a freebie, so I'm guessing that she has to be in here. And it usually is like a coin flip between... No, I would have AIGIS then, yeah. Because we don't have the main protagonist in here for some reason. So that's a thing. So if we had to for some reason exclude that person, I'd probably pick... Ooh, that's a good one between the two. I think I would just go... Yeah, I'd go Mitsuru. Oh no, Mitsuru I can't use. Yes. What about Akiko then? Can I use him? Nice. Okay. Awesome. Frankie says, I'll be lurking and making my dinner. Have fun with the answer. No worries, Frankie. Hope your dinner goes well. I had some chicken satay wraps before I started streaming. But yeah, good luck with your cooking.
What? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, by the way, can we get a shout out for Frankie? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Can we get a shout out for Frankie as well in the chat? Yes, let's go in. Thank you so much. Yeah, Frankie is a fellow streamer, and she streams lots of RPGs on her channel. She's also an incredibly talented voice actor, which, by the way, if for some reason a talent agency is watching right now, go hire Frankie. She's amazing. Please, give her some good roles. And what is it? Like I said, she plays tons of RPGs. So if you're a big fan of like Shin Megami Tensei, Final Fantasy, and Square Enix RPGs. In fact, if you're a big fan of Final Fantasy 13, I bet she would love to have you be part of her Final Fantasy 13 Trilogy Remaster Alliance. I don't know if there's a name for that by now, but I know that every time I join, at least once, they mention that Final Fantasy 13 needs to come to modern systems. So yeah.
Could it be?
Feel free to, to check her content out. Right, awesome. Finally, here we go.
Huh?
This is between you and the shadow, but you can use guns on them? Quickly change encounters to gain the upper hand to use victory. Yeah, that was one thing that I was, you know, I would have loved to see come back to like Persona 3 Reload, is that when you played Portable, you had different weapons that you could slash into the enemy, whereas with Reload, it was just the one sword. So it's cool to see that in the answer, you have that over here. Right, let's try it out. Oh, wrong button. Oh. Okay, there we go.
The enemy is wide open. That is optimal.
Right, okay, so for those who have never played Persona, because there's still lots of people, you have... it's a bit like Pokemon, where you have different kinds of attacks that you can do, and based on if they're weak to that attack, you can get a nice little bonus on top of it. Like this one. And then you get another turn. Look at that. And then you can create these like awesome chains as a result, which is so cool about these games. There we go. I gotta go Nico Shoga for this one.
Mission complete.
Don't want to interrupt the raid before. It's awesome with the journey you've had. This is one of my favorite channels. Inspired me to do more. Really, Crash, that's so nice of you to say. But I will obviously say, I have to always say this. We are a team of 3. So if you're going to compare yourself to channels like us, please imagine that you can triple yourself with that production, because it might look like we can all of this do at once, but it's because we have so many talented people working on this at the same time. Like, I can help her with the art, Rosie can help her with the presenting, Liam is just an insanely good technician as well, so he's very good at like strategizing and, you know, camouflaging some of the stuff that happens behind the scenes. So yeah, that's so important that you have people helping you out if you want to become, if you don't want to become, if you want to work on the level that we do, so to speak. Not that I think we're higher than anyone here, but I'm just saying it's a lot we put in. And that's it. It's just a lot of work. Whether it's good or not, it's debatable. That's okay. But we do put a lot of work into this. Just a fool on camera, says Rosie. And we got the underwater pool thing going on here as well. Now, for those who haven't played Persona, I'll just quickly go through the menus for you, because again, this game, just like Persona 5, ain't no exception. Again, you've got these nice, hyper-stylized overlays as well happening. it looks so good. You got like the little site profiles over there and a nice vector flat shade. Oh, it's so good. And Metaphor looks better. Like, how do they do this? Dr. Octa, welcome on in. I did see your sub a few hours ago. Thank you so much. You are noted down in the Book of Eternity as well for that. George says your work is definitely inspiring, though. Even if solo streamers can't do it at the same level, your community you've built is impressive. And George, as you know, we do give credit to credit is due, because we wouldn't be anywhere without our community. Whoops, that's very jarring, isn't it? Hold up. There. No! I typed it wrong. This is when all the lurkers are like, oh, has he stopped streaming? There we go. I'm going to give you a quick shout out as well, Georgia, because you're such a massive supporter of the channel as well. So yeah, go check out Georgia's content as well if you're into games like stealth games predominantly. Jordan tends to kind of go for those games quite often. Yeah, she's currently going through Horizon Zero Dawn, if I'm not mistaken, and Forbidden West. Oh, yo, Midis' profile looks so good. And I love these, like, monochrome colors that they've got going on. Like, with BuddyGames, we do that too. We really like to, like, put a color on a character and stick to that as much as we possibly can to reflect that. You know what? I could just show this very quickly to the buddies. I'm actually working on something right now. In this file over here. Let me just make sure that I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah, there we go. So I'm currently working on something for EGX, which is a gaming event that Rosie, Liam, and I will go to. Can I do it like this? Yeah, there we go. And I'm currently building these t-shirt designs. This is currently like a work in progress. Liam's is not finished yet. But yes, I'm currently making like these for BuddyGames right now, and I'm really excited to print these out soon and wear them for EGX. So yeah, if you're going to EGX, you might spot these as well. Yeah, let's go back in the game. That's what we're here for, right? Oh, thank you, Chocobo. Yeah, maybe, like, if... I'll put it this way. If these designs are passable and they work well on a shirt, then I will consider, like, you know, putting these out for merchandise in the future.
Who's gonna win this?
Right, let's try this. There we go. That's another thing as well, for those who haven't played Persona. The flow of these games, man, it flows so nicely into everything. Right, I think I'm gonna go for High Pixie. High Pixie was one of my favorites in the beginning of the game. When I was playing Reload. How are the audio levels, by the way? Are they any good? Yeah, Georgia, there's been a lot of behind-the-scenes work happening right now. It's not that we're planning on printing merchandise at this stage, but we do, for EGX, want to have some t-shirts printed out. But I said to Liam and Rosie, like, I don't just want it to be, just the logo. I kind of want it to be a little bit more interesting, because we've got the assets in place to make something more interesting, so we probably should. But it's a lot of work, as you can already tell. Can't wait for BuddyGames cereal, says Really Crash. We do have drinking cups, Really Crash. We don't have them here, but we do have them in the Buddy Bunker. If you're willing to see them. I keep pressing the top button. I'm sorry about that.
All right, let's do this.
So yeah, as I said, you can either play this game by just like going into the enemy, but the best thing you can do is try to spot what its weakness is.
I'm still setting up.
So as you can see, there's like
like
tons of kind of status effects that you can use against them. But if you're being too reckless, you could actually also have a status effect that will help the enemy, like it will either block, reflect, or even heal them sometimes. So when you're playing Persona, you need to be very cautious with what kind of moves you pull off.
This is my resolve.
Right. Let's try fire on him. There we go. That's it.
Nicely done. I hope you're ready. This should end it.
Will this, for those who have played Persona 3 here, does this song ever get old? Does this song truly ever get old? Alright, let's have a look. I think I'll go EXP for now.
And that's how it's done.
That certainly went well.
Finally, we're playing the game a little bit. I'm so happy with this.
Hey, I know we're not exactly best friends, but do you really have to glare? Like it or not, we gotta work together to get out of this.
Nice, got the advantage.
Seize the initiative. Enemy. What is we have a chance to strike for Orpheus? One enemy is Iris. This is my duty. One enemy is Iris. Persona. Engage. Amazing, sister. Maximum firepower. Target locked. Enemy signal.
There we go. I always like her little like water slide down the mud trail. So silly.
Teamwork has won the day.
Yeah.
I'll always give my all for my sister.
You only just met her though.
Treasure chest.
There we go. So this is very much like in line with like your typical dungeon crawler. And what's cool about Persona 3 in particular, because I think most of you will probably have played Persona 5 at least, is that rather than it just being like one area, it's like randomly generated. And because of that, your experience will always be slightly different every time when you go into these dungeons.
Alright, let's do this.
Watch out.
The gun is really satisfying, by the way.
Summoning. Orpheus.
So here's another way how you can use weaknesses as well. So now, I've done a weakness on that enemy, but if I can do, yeah, this one.
Still setting up.
No, this one.
It'll take a little bit of time.
You can swap to another character that has a weak on the other enemy. Oh, I used on the wrong enemy. Whoops. No!
Have to do this.
You can use that then, as you can see. And then, because they're all down, you can do an all-out attack on them. So, there's so much layering to all of this, and it's so satisfying to do that properly. It's such a good game. Honestly, man. Yeah, the baton pass is fun. It's very OP. I will admit, it is very OP, but it's so much fun to use.
Alright, let's keep that up. Sister, I found it.
And there you go. So yeah, all these dungeons are constantly
By the way-
differently generated and stuff. And as well,
Best to stay on your toes here.
as you can already tell, we got Akihiko Yukari in the team right now. But depending on who you have in your team at whatever point in the dungeon that you're at, they will all tell different things to each other as well. So if you have got Koromaru and AIGIS in your team, you will get different dialogue than if you had Yukari and Junpei in your team. And also, which I was surprised to learn in Persona 5 Reload, is that if you go to the beginning of the game, after you have gone to like the end part of the game, your team will actually reflect back on some of these rooms as well, which I thought was very surprising. Like you would suddenly say like, huh, remember when these areas were difficult once? It's so layered. Like everyone's experience is going to be different when they've played Persona 3 Reload. And that is within
We'll win, sister.
that is within a year of Rebirth, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor. It is Shin Megami Tensei 5. Where do we Sea of Stars? No, it was last year, but Sea of Stars getting DLC. See, where do you go? What do you play these days, man?
No. What is optimal? Persona.
There's so much good stuff out there. Kevin Scully is in the chat. Welcome in, Kevin, saying, "Hey, is that bot from Astro Ball?" I mean, is it though? Can we say that? Can we confirm that? In this stage. Hope you're doing well, Kevin. It's Persona 3 Reload right now that we're playing. And we're doing episode AIGIS, which is the DLC that takes place after Persona 3 Reload.
I'm not about desert. No shadows detected.
Oh, these menus, man. I played this game for 100 hours and it's still just... It just amazes me how well designed this game is. So satisfying.
You seem capable. But I guess that's to be expected from AIGIS' sister.
Of course.
I love that they just don't question how a robot has a sister. I love it.
Sorry.
Okay, let's try this out.
Abnormality detected.
I assume metaphors on the cards then. You mean like a game that we want to play on the channel, or I want to play, or... I'm not quite sure what angle you're going with that one, really, Crash.
I feel weak.
Okay, so what we're doing right now, there's probably like a good term for it, but I'm just trying to kind of like figure out what their weaknesses are. Try ice. No! Oh, what is it though? But, you know how I mentioned how if you find their weakness, you'll get an extra turn? The same counts for the enemies. The enemies can do the exact same trick on you as well. Yeah, AIGIS is getting a clobbering right now.
I have to do this.
Right, let's do this.
Thank you for your support.
Oh, for me,
You think you can hit me?
yeah, it's like, obviously I'm very excited for it, but I haven't played anything of it. It was one of those games where, you know when you see a game and you're like, yep, this is the one, I'm gonna have to play this. I don't care what people have to say about it at this point. I don't want to see anything more of it. I'm just gonna get it. I'm gonna see what it is. That's where I find myself right now with Metaphor. So I have only watched like one explanation trailer, and that's it. And now I'm just waiting until the game comes out, and I'm gonna see what it's about. Obviously, Rosie had the super privilege of already playing it. I know there's a demo out there. You can play it right now, actually. But she had the luxury of like already playing it, and I was just like, oh man, I would be honored if Atlas gave us an opportunity to play the game. No worries, bro. Enjoy your lurk. I'm not sure, Chocobo. You know what? Rosie? Oh, she's not here. Never mind. I thought maybe Rosie would have known. Now you're gonna have to Google that one, I'm afraid. Try those attacks. Well,
This is my cue.
go for him first. Oh, Dragon Age is coming out as well, yeah. Oh my god, AIGIS it's absolutely pulling the team down right now.
I'm losing my bearings. What's next?
Right, okay. Yeah, Sonic Punch it is. Speaking of Sonic, Kevin, how's the grinding for Sonic coming along?
Thanks. This is my resolve.
This is not ideal, fellas. It's only 11. Thank you, Chocobo.
In this situation,
Death Step will be likely early November. Nice. Yeah, you kind of want to probably put that at the end for what is it? Because of the Spooky Month is coming up. By the way, we're gonna have to rebrand the entire channel soon because Spooky Games are coming up. No! Don't put my money away.
It is time.
Okay, yeah, going to that way. This really isn't ideal, this round. Okay,
Now's the time. Come!
I kind of want to finish this fight so that I'd have the experience.
She's acting on her own.
Oh, we're gonna get a crit. That's it. Can I use this already? No, I was about to say.
One step at a time. Let's do it!
Yeah, someone was bound to ask that question. Yes, Kevin, they are. But not quite. It's more like these people are willing to...
I don't know their weaknesses yet. Can you test something out?
Okay. These people are willing to win this fight so badly that they're willing to die for it. And if you hit that point where you don't fear death in a fight anymore, you can summon this thing called a persona in this world. And that is what does all these like specific spells, because these personas are like a rented demon, so to speak, that they can use in order to defeat these enemies. However, in Persona, these rented enemies, so to speak, they can also be a reflection of their personality. And yeah, that's basically why they're doing it. I'm keeping the theurgy for a little bit. I know I can use it now, but I think I might want to hold out for a little bit longer.
In this situation,
I think I am going to use this though.
thank you very much.
Let's go!
Theurgy, I think I can use it now.
Yeah, let's see what this does.
Now!
Also, for those who have played Persona 3 Reload, what costumes did you give your characters in the game when you played it?
How can I help my sister?
I went for like the gentleman and maid outfits with the characters. Does Ice check that? No, don't give that.
This is my Sonata-senpai, I can do this. Defense is down.
Akiko pulling the team down again. Oh my goodness.
Successfully avoided. Enemy escaped! There's only one left!
You'll regret that.
I love the enemy is like, you know what? What the hell? I need to go. I need to have an early start tomorrow. I'm out.
It's now or never.
Okay. Do it.
It's over!
You usually go for the outfits that they have in the rhythm games. I see. I went for the gentleman mate outfits because you have to really work for those to get them, and I thought that was a really satisfying reward in the game. To be like, ah yes, I treat my characters well, as you can see, because they're wearing these specific outfits you can only get if you work hard. You know, that's the angle I went with it. be a problem though. Almost there. So close.
What next? Right about does it. No shadows detected.
Oh, nice. Only one of each major arcana can be used. Yep, we already know this. Yes, let's use this one. So for people that have played Balatro, you might recognize these cards as well. Arcana Burst, yep. Now we get like an extra little bit on top of our bonuses. And since... I think I'm gonna go for XP actually. Yeah, tarot cards, that's the one, yeah. Thank you, Georgia. And the cool thing is, when you, the way how tarot cards work is that there's like a story between, between 23 cards, and it always starts with the world or the fool, and it ends with the fool and the world. And Persona does the exact same, because every character that you meet in the world of Persona has a an arcana to them, and if you level up their arcanas that you by interacting with them, you basically get stronger personas that are linked to that arcana, and vice versa. It's a really cool mechanic in which you have to strategically plan what personas you want to keep and who you want to interact with and socialize with in order to increase that level as well. So it's a very like game of chess of like what personas am I going to take, who I'm going to be talking to, how I'm going to fit this in my timeline as well, and it's very satisfying when you've knuckled that down.
Sister.
There's a lot of different styles of games inside of Persona 3 that really elevate the experience over your typical RPG.
That's our way forward.
We're sick of here. Do you like her Naruto run, chat?
Treasure chest.
I think there was a time when Rosie genuinely thought that would make you faster.
Watch out! They're strong!
Let's check this out. Of course punching a sword wouldn't work.
Now's the time.
Right. There we go.
Sorry, one down. I won't lose. Exceptional strength. I hope you're ready. We're not gonna go easy. You're finished.
Awesome. There we go. Always go Persona.
And that's how it's done. I'll always give my all for my sister.
I do love the total bonkers monster designs in these games. Yes, I've actually been really trying to convince Ash to play the Shin Megami Tensei games for that reason, because you know it obviously has like cult stuff in it, demons, and
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
religious, like anti-religious themes and that kind of stuff. It's like the stuff that, you know, as the horror expert that the BBC called her, I think she would be very interested in that. I don't know if she's interested in like the Persona element, so I wouldn't necessarily know if I should recommend that to her. But I did say to her, like, I think you would really like Shin Megami Tensei.
Something else.
Let's see. So as I said, like in layman's terms, this whole like what kind of attack you do on them is very Pokemon-like. I know that Final Fantasy does it too, but Final Fantasy doesn't really put as much of a focus on it as as Persona does, in my opinion. Oh, Mo, I'll show you the tarot cards in a moment. Why did I just shoot arrows? I should have just gone for a win. There we go. Get that crit in.
tuned.
Wait.
I'm still
No.
setting. Shall I take charge? It will take a little more time.
What do we know about them?
Still setting up.
Ice
It'll
we haven't
take a little
tested.
more time.
Okay.
You can count on me.
Good to go. Ready whenever.
Ready
Why
to
can't
switch
I?
in.
Oh, hold up. There. Yeah, Octa, it's just one of those things that I think that most people would understand. I wouldn't say they're the same, but I do think that it makes it easier to explain to most people in the room. There we go. So as you can see, you can layer things on top of each other, which creates for a very interesting experience, in my opinion, in these fights. So you've got like visual novel elements with socializing involved. You have got dungeon exploring in it, turn-based RPG elements, an interesting one at that as well, and they all feed back into each other in a way. You cannot not socialize in the game and then expect to do well in Tartarus. You cannot do well in Tartarus if you don't socialize, and it's just it's so well created and it's so well done. If you are one of those people that have a knack for like strategizing in RPGs, this is your kind of game. Absolutely worth checking out. And if you're wondering, like, where do I start? Easy. Just pick either Persona 3, 4, or 5. You really cannot go wrong between whatever you pick. My journey started with Persona 5, but I really started to understand and play it after Persona 3, and then we played Persona 4, and it's just been such a blast. I'm looking very forward to checking out Persona 5 in the future with Rosie.
Nothing seems terribly off.
Mo, I promised you to show you tarot cards. I think I'll be able to see it over here. So, yeah, as you can see, AIGIS over here is the Fool. We have got Yukari over here, which is the Lover's Arcana. We got Akihiko is the Emperor, as you can see. So there is like tarot cards involved with this. I wish I could actually show you a picture of the tarot cards, but they kind of just pop up whenever. It can't really just like flash it to you.
Summoning. Can do this. Persona.
Yeah, I've heard from a lot of people that Persona 5 is really fit well into Persona 3. But it's been a while since I've played, what is it, Persona 5. There we go. So for my strategy usually is trying to just knock them all down, all out attack, winner winner chicken dinner, done. There you go. Oh, by the way, Mo, you can see it now in the lower left corner. Right, let's go for this. Being a high schooler was way more fun in the Persona games than real life. In 5, I was so invested in the non-dungeon time where you're just hanging out with friends or studying or eating ramen. I agree with that one, Doctor. There's something really magical that they've captivated with Persona 3, 4, and 5. I've yet to play Persona 1 and 2. I am actually genuinely going to check those games out eventually, but these games are massive, man. We've played 2 this year and an already packed here. Please give me a break. I'll get to them. Okay, I'll get to them. But yeah, they do a fantastic job at capturing that high school spirit and stuff.
I think I'm getting stronger.
I believe actually the reason why they go after high schoolers in this story predominantly is because I think Igor believes that it's because high schoolers tend to have the most social contact in any point in life, so to speak. Because it's true, right? Like, just when you're like, you know, a man-child like me in your 30s, then the chances of you like meeting people and stuff is very much unlikely compared to at high school when you have clubs and different classes that you go to, and you know, you just keep meeting new people in your life. So I feel that that's one of the reasons why they hone so much in on teenagers in this one. Also, teenagers have like probably the strongest affinity towards like wanting to meet new people and hang out with them and make more friends. Because yeah, the more bonds get created, the stronger these personas will, no, these arcanas will become, and the stronger these arcana will become, the more likely Igor can summon stronger monsters, which is something that he's after, I believe. Although it's not really clear what Igor is after based on Persona 3 and 5, 3, 4, and 5. I think he's just in it, you know what I mean? He's just like, I wanna see how I can summon God itself.
I can do this. What enemy is something else? I can take care of it. I'm ready. Go ahead. Leave it to me. In this situation, Night Corridor, not one down. Me, right? I'll leave it to you.
I got it. I'll take care of this.
Like, just look at it, just flows, and it's like, oh, just squeak, done, 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 all out attack, there you go, sip up your drink. Done, there you go, easy peasy. 40, thank you so much for coming along, and we'll see you again soon. Right, okay, I'm gonna go for some EXP.
Doesn't look like we'll be needing a 10 count.
I'll always give my all for my sister.
Looks like we can go down that way.
Getting closer to a strong presence.
Great.
There you go. So this is another element in Persona games. You, once you've climbed far enough into a dungeon, funny enough, we're climbing down in this game, we're climbing up in the other game, in the main game. And once you get to those points, that's when the game becomes really difficult. You want to make sure you have your team all stat up. Another thing for newcomers, no, not newcomers, for recurring people in the franchise, you're gonna love this, okay? I don't think this is a thing in Persona 5, but check this out. If I press R1, which is RB, I think, on Xbox, you can auto-recover the entire team. Just like that. And then you can just move on with the game. Like, isn't that amazing? You don't have to go into your menu, go to the character, you know, see how they're doing. And then, yeah, you don't have to do that. You can just go straight in and fix it. Done. I think it was electricity that they're weak to.
Now's the time.
Right. Let's keep hitting things out and see what happens.
He's gonna win this. Let's go!
Should I do? This is my way. It is time.
No. Let's try to gun. No. What about... Yeah, I'm gonna use... Oh, Magaru. Yeah, there we go. Totally use that one. I know, Georgia, the music, it does not disappoint in Persona 3. Like, a lot of people love Persona 5 with its acid jazz and whatsoever, but Persona 3 has got such a nice variety to it. And, there's a lot to be said about the music as well, about that I cannot tell you on this stream, I'm afraid. Just in case people, you know, still want to play the game.
Victory is ours! No shadows detected.
Okay, let's be on our way.
It's one of those chests.
Have I intrigued some of you to check out Persona 3 by any chance, buddies? Because obviously, you know, I am so passionate about this game. It's something that doesn't really have like a proper slot yet in on BuddyGames, but the more obviously we play it, the more we can show off of this game. Was it? Oh no! Was it the tarot cards that did it for you, Mo?
Hey, not my enemies! It's an ambush! Brace yourself!
Yes, if you love Persona 5, it is easy win. You're gonna have to check out Persona 3 Reload. It's so good.
Careless! I get them down! This is bad!
It's got a similar level of polish to it.
Now's the time.
Right, there we go. And then look, this is super satisfying. It's like bang, bang, bang. All down. All out. Oh, no! I thought I had an all-out attack. What? Oh, boy. Oh, well. There goes my point. Is it because he's not down?
Enemy eliminated! Nice one, Sonata-senpai! This is my
We need AIGIS going all out. Is that maybe
won't
it?
be beaten. What is optimal? Orpheus! We're almost there! Target destroyed! I have to do this! That's it, AIGIS!
Right, finish it off, please.
That's a weakness! Nice, Yukari-chan!
Yeah, so as we saw, it had a slow start, this game, but once it's off, once it takes off, you're on this ride. You're not going anywhere. And that's what makes it so good. I even remember I played like 2 hours or something after Rosie went to bed. And then Rosie was a little bit narked with me the day after because she was like, what? What do you mean you played without me? Because you get so invested in these characters and what they're up to and what they're doing that even missing the smallest of dialogues could really it could mean that you could miss out one of your favorite moments in these games. So yeah. Also worth mentioning, this game is also available on Steam Deck, by the way. I know that Persona has got a huge history with handheld users because it was very popular on PSP and PlayStation Vita at the time. You don't have Persona 3 yet on handheld platforms like Switch. Not that Atlas has confirmed it, but you know, it's like if they're gonna do it, I hope they will do it one day. I mean, Persona 5 was able to run on it. You may never know. But you can play this on Steam Deck.
What is
You're wondering.
optimal? In this situation, come!
Fingers crossed.
One step at a time. Let's do it! Caesar!
The enemy has knocked an enemy down!
Yeah, and sometimes, Georgia, we talked about it, is based off of Greek mythology. That's sometimes the case, but sometimes it's literally just like Greek people. Like, Akihiko over here, the boxer in the back, he literally just has a persona called Caesar.
What should I do?
Oh, the Steam Deck is magical, really, Crash. I love its features. I've convinced Rosie to want one after I let her play Balatro at night. By the way, Rosie, if you are listening to this, she might be asleep, by the way, but if you are hearing this, go grab the Steam Deck and go play some Balatro. Go on, then. See if it's anything for you.
Now's the time.
I knew it! I knew that she was here. I knew it. I think it's, what is it? It's on the bet site, Rose, if you're looking for it. I can already tell you, Rose's face is gonna be like, when she, is allowed to play with it. I've just lost the, was it the Pen of Wisdom's back. Don't know where I went.
One step at a time. I've got you.
Whoa there, Kevin. I've never said Rosie's not allowed to go on the screen. I've never said that.
What's the best move?
I know, those are your words, not mine.
Target eliminated! What is optimal? Keep it going,
See that the team can really use for a heal now.
Impressive footwork, Sonata-senpai!
Alright, that was another thing I did with my team as well. I made sure that my, what is it? My team had very high evasion. Evasion was like the #1 thing I wanted to do because it was better for my team to just avoid an attack than it was to soak up a punch as much as they could. So
No one can stop me and my
my
sister.
parts were usually very based on that. Oh yeah, just press R1. Done. There we go. Let's get this tune.
A rare enemy. It'd be
Right,
great
one
if we
sec,
can
buddies. I need to
defeat
look
it.
for something quick.
I can do this.
There it is. Nah, 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 nah.
This is my resolve. Something else.
Oh boy, here we go. Remember these guys, Rose?
In this situation,
I bet Rosie sees them now. She's thinking about, oh, they can do one. Because Rosie's done after Persona 4. Get him. I know, Georgia, the soundtrack is so good in Persona 3.
that's a win for the team. Good job, everyone.
Yeah, you really want to kill those golden hands because they tend to give very, very good rewards in this game. But they are a pain to kill. You have to usually either really go out of your way strategy-wise, or you're going to have to, what is it? You have to go really out of your way, or you're going to have to do some like really wild strategies to make that work. So, it tends to kind of go out in misery in the end. But if you can get them out, if you can knock them out, it's so worth it. Yeah, here you go. You're Caesar.
Did I do a good job, sister?
And here you can see the design. They're all 3D, by the way.
Done. Now let's get going.
Ooh, why did I do that?
That's our way forward.
Also, thank you all so much for hanging
get
out,
this
by the
over
way. We do tons of streams over here, so if you're interested in checking more of our content out, please make sure to follow us. I promise you the quality will be a lot better on our Wednesday and Sunday slots, where we have a more committed and dedicated room for streams. So yeah, if you're liking this, by the way, please make sure to follow us so that we can do more streams, because we're very, very close to 3,000 actually. We need, I think, only like 50 followers or something at this point. But yeah,
Sorry, not in this situation.
baton.
You can count on me ready to switch in. Leave it to me. It is time.
Oh, I was promised that they had a week.
Something else. This is my resolve. Persona!
Soon I'll reach Kevin's level.
It is
You're right.
time.
Kevin is beyond partner. He doesn't need it.
How can I help my sister?
There we go. Liam! He's here. Hello, Liam. Welcome on in. I'm playing Persona 3 Reload episode AIGIS. How have you been? Have you you've beaten Ghostwire? Have I heard? How did that go? Have you revealed what your next game is? What a perfect timing before the spooky month, by the way. So let's hope it is a spooky game you're going to be doing. The cool gang has arrived. The cool gangsters are here, as I like to call them. Now we have to play a spooky game. That means you'll have to play a spooky game on this channel as well as on your own channel, Liam. How do you feel about that? But yeah, how did your game go? Oh, you guys voted for a spooky game for Liam. I see Insomniac Lena is here. Hello, Insomniac Lena.
My sister!
We got Kiddings, Zarek as well. Lee is here. Welcome in, Leah. How is it going here? It's going really well.
I'm doing better than
The game had a very like expository
Path
beginning,
ahead is
a lot of
unpredictable.
talking, a lot of cutscenes.
I don't want to lose
But,
you on our way. So we need
we
to stay
now
close
have
to each
a,
other. All right, sister.
like a more dungeon crawling bit, which is fantastic.
Sister, a shadow!
We did have a big raid. We had Frankie raiding into us, who was also playing Persona 3. By the way, if, for the newcomers here, if you haven't checked Frankie's content out, please make sure you do so. Let me just, you know, because I know most of you are the buddies over here, so I'll just do it again. Oh, that was... I keep forgetting it when it go out of the game. It's very jarring. There we go. There we have it.
Anytime. What next? Now's the time. I won't lose.
I thought I told you the truth. I'm about to hit ground when I'm in a box. My head's way out of this bound.
What is Sonata Senpai?
My friends close and my folks closer. Things get messy, but I never let the notes. As I get older, see things.
Hey, Kevin, if BuddyGames win, we all win. You understand that, right? You understand that, right? That's how the cookie crumbles.
Should I do? This is my Enemy defeated! You're doing great, you guys!
Also, for those who are here and are worried that I'm going to talk about spoilers, luckily right now in the game there isn't really a point where spoilers are relevant, so I'm trying not to really talk about them either. So, don't worry about the remainder of the stream when you talk about spoilers. Obviously, viewer discretion advice. I cannot control what's going to happen in the game, but I'm not going to mention any endgame stuff with Reload at the moment. There we have
Win for the team! Good job, everyone!
That was great, sister.
There's a chest.
There we have it. Oh, that's the clock where you can replenish yourself. Nice. Oh, want that.
There's a chest. Wanna try opening it?
Lee, how did it make you think it was a Kevin Scully stream?
Pull the trigger.
Okay, let's see.
I'm ready anytime.
Nothing. Okay. Oh, full moon. Says Kurai. Oh, I see. He's tried full. We're also playing Bloodborne. It could have might as well been that. Bloodborne is also all about moons.
Something else.
Yeah, let's swap. I love the baton mechanic, man. It's so much fun. I know it's very OP, but I'd be lying if I'm not enjoying it. Let's go. You know their weakness? Okay, electricity. Awesome. Lena says Bloodborne is mainly about eyes, though. See, it's funny you say that, Lena. I was watching the VOD back on Bloodborne, and I saw that A7X Scott was watching the stream with, like, not having the game on, so you're just only listening, and it just shows, like an eye with a cross through, and I was like, there it is again! You might argue and say that A7X Scott was lacking the insight to watch the stream. Some say Scott was lacking insight.
treasure chest.
Just a plain doll, Lee. It's just a plain doll. What do you want about? Right. How do I get the map on? There we go. Some hallways we've missed over here. Just like in Bloodborne, you get them from behind, sneak up on them. Even though I never sneak, by the way, in Bloodborne. I've only just noticed. Rosie really likes sneaking up on enemies. No worries, Chucky. This is it's a very quiet stream anyways, and I got this anyway, so no worries. But thank you so much for stopping by, Chocobo, and I hope I've convinced you to check out episode AIGIS as well, especially since I know you like Persona 5.
They've been shot. Can I help my sister? They're wide open. Go. One enemy eliminated. Pull the trigger.
God, this soundtrack slaps. Yeah, Chocobo, this is one of those games where it will take you 100 hours to beat. It's a massive game. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Oh, Rosie, why would you do this to me? Hold, kids! Welcome in. My name's Walken. Playing Persona. No, I've got Persona 2. Well, I need to remember what my Persona is. Sorry, give me a sec. It's a bit rusty these days. I haven't needed my Persona in a while. It's, Keanu Reeves. That's right, everybody. Keanu Reeves is my Persona. He comes in with a double gun. Soup, sippity pow, wow. Shows you the way. The walking way. Walking home. This is why I leave walkings to Rosie.
That was a good workout.
I'm not good with improv.
Filthy monster.
Why is our viewer count going down, Rosie? Where's he going? Where's he going down? What's going on? Was that not funny? No. Alright, what's this? Not my fault. This is why you're the presenter, Rosie.
Your turn.
I'm just the fartist of the team. I'm not. They can't expect this from me. The viewers are walking away.
Almost there.
Enemy eliminated. Nice one, Sonata-senpai.
Hey. Get him.
Good one. Knock the enemy down.
I've got it. One more.
There we go.
Enemy eliminated. Nice one, Sonata-senpai. That about does it. No shadows detected.
Yeah, that's it.
Sonata-senpai is running out of stamina. Be careful.
Yeah, we should probably try to find a checkpoint at this point. Where is it though? Oh, hold up. I really hope I'm not about to go into a massive boss. I know we're close to a boss fight, but I'm quite worried about it. That's exactly it, Georgia. That's exactly it. They're all leaving. You're done with it. Hey, yo, is that who I think it is?
Something unusual run by up ahead. I wonder what it was. It seems to have gone down to a lower floor.
Oh, but if people were wondering, in my Persona 3 Reload playthrough, who I dated in the end, because in Persona it's always like a big deal, like who you make your lover in the end. I went for Yukari in my first playthrough, and in my second playthrough I went for AIGIS. That's what I did. In theory, I could have dated them all, but I rejected all of them and I stuck with Yukari, which, what is it? I thought it was really cool if you like commit to one of them. I don't really want to talk about it too much because I feel like you're spoiling a lot of things, but let's just say if you commit, there's some cool rewards that the game will give you. Wait, there isn't, Mo? No way. I would have expected that, but in all, it is not Persona after all, so I can't forgive it, but yeah. I think this is it. Yeah, awesome. Okay, here we go. Let me just save the game. There we go. We played a good solid 2 hours of this, buddies. Right. I'm gonna go to the big webcam screen for now. Let's go. And there we have it. Let me just get out of the game as well. There we go. Right, everybody. Thank you all so much for stopping by today with my Persona 3 Reload episode, AIGIS DLC that we played on Steam, by the way. If you were wondering if where all the extras was, because I know that some people know that you get like lots of cool perks if you've already played or finished the game. That's because initially I played it on PlayStation, but we got provided a code for Steam, and that's why we're playing it this way. But yes, thank you all so much for checking this game out. And obviously, thank you so much, SEGA Atlas, for providing us with a key for this one. Persona 3 Reload is one of my favorite games that came out this year. In a year with incredible RPGs already. Seriously, so many good ones. And Persona 3 Reload really is in that top 5 slot of like best RPGs that you could play this year. I am still thinking about this game and its ending and what it means and stuff. It is such an enriching game in your catalog. Absolutely worth playing, even if you're not that big into Persona games or RPGs in general. It really has a wonderful message, and I generally think it's worthy of your time. So yes, once I've done that, again, thank you so much for that, SEGA Atlas. Right, with that said, we also have the Book of Eternity over here. And in the Book of Eternity, we have got, for subs, we got Dr. Octofish and Ghostboy Brandon. Thank you so much for the subs. And we have 2 raids today. We had a raid from Liam Coolgang and from Frankie. Thank you both so much for your raid and trusting your community to this shipwreck of a stream. But yeah, thank you all so much for checking the stream out. If you haven't followed us yet, please consider following us. We're super close to 3,000 followers. We only need, I think, 40 or something more at this point. And once we hit that, we're going to do a Sly Cooper playthrough of with Liam and Rosie and probably me as well. And it's going to be super cool because we're doing all special stuff with that as well, like we did with the Metal Gear Solid playthrough. Yeah, with that said, we are now entering Spooky Month as well. We've got a couple of streams ready for you all. I still need to talk with Rosie and Liam what the exact schedule is, but we got tons of cool games for you coming up. We've got a big playthrough as well coming after Bloodborne, which we'll go in depth about once we have beaten Bloodborne. If we beat Bloodborne, I mean, let's face it, it's a hard game. But yeah, what is it? We got tons of games coming up as well. I actually bought quite an expensive PS1 game as a one-off for the Spooky Month. I'm very excited to show you what that is once we've planned that in. But yes, we got tons of cool one-offs for that one. We also have a no, don't hit 250 subs. If we do hit 250 subs, Rosie will have to sing a song. I think it might be the Velvet Room at this rate, but do not sub right now. October 1st, once it's over, it's done. No, you're not singing the Velvet Room, Rosie. Don't do it. No. Shush. We're not 250. Not 250. Don't do it. Rosie's in the hallway, by the way, in case you're wondering. No. Keep your voice fresh for when that happens. Yeah, you can't waste talent like that, right? No. But yeah, that's a thing apparently. But yes, Chaos stream. I'm going to plan that one in as well very soon with Rosie and Liam, just to know that we have a plan for that one as well. Like you said, we hit the 200 plus subs, so because of that, we're able to do that. And no, Georgia, you really don't want this. You really don't. Trust me. And then somewhere probably after Spooky Month, we're gonna do the Sekiro one-off with Liam, which I'm also very excited for. Right, but what do we actually have in plan? So Wednesday, expect the one-off for either 2 games. I still need to talk with Rosie and Liam about what that one is, so please look forward to that one. And on Sunday, we're coming back with Bloodborne. It's going to be the finale. We're going to be playing that game until completion, until we have beaten the game, we've beaten the final boss, and we can pack it up and go. Kevin Scully is going to be there as well, so please look forward to that one as well. With that said, we have one more thing. We have got our socials, which are now in the chat. We have got a Twitter and a Discord page. Twitter and Discord is the best place to stay up to date when we go live, because we have a quite sporadic schedule from time to time. So if you want to see what we're up to with that, go over there as well. We also have like fun little doodles and whatever that we upload on Twitter. I've made like a couple for Persona as well in the past, if in case you're wondering, to celebrate the releases of them. We've got our Instagram, which is great if you want to see some more behind the scenes stuff, or maybe even like the reactions that we've done to the Lord of the Rings movies, because Rosie's known that she's never watched them. So we filmed some of those reactions over there as well. And it's obviously also a great place if you're more of like an Instagram stories person when it comes to when we go live and stuff. We have a TikTok as well, where we have our highlighted form content as well. I try to put a little bit more effort into than what I normally do for our clips and stuff over there. So if you want to see a little appetizer of what we're normally up to, you can check that over there as well. And we have finally our VOD channel, which we have all of our archive streams as well. We have done Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in the past, like just little bits and pieces of it. We have done Persona 3 Reload over there as well, and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, if in case you want to see any more RPGs that we have on the channel. Right, with that said, that should be everything and everyone. Thank you all so much for checking out BuddyGames. I'm going to see if we can raid someone. Yes, we can. We're going to be raiding Luna Mothwings over here. I don't know what Luna is playing. Let me just double check it, because it just says retro. Oh, she's playing something? Let me just double check. No, she's just streaming over there. So yeah, go check out her stream and stuff as well. She's been playing Vampire Hunter D, which was a game we played. No, she's not playing Vampire Hunter D now, but it's one of the examples that she's played in the past. So go check that one out. Right, with that said, thank you all so much for checking out BuddyGames for today, and I'll see you on Wednesday, 8 p.m. BST for the next stream. Bye, everybody!